Thank you again, everybody, for joining us today for our meditation. And now I'd like to introduce our meditation leader for today. Reverend Eleesabeth Hager was ordained in 2014 and became a hospice and palliative care chaplain supporting people of any faith or no faith, and all the rivers that run between those two. A further certificate in bereavement allowed her the self-balance of supporting people on both sides of the veil, loss of a loved one, and the reconciliation of that loss. While she appreciates sound as a vehicle for spiritual alignment, she fully believes in words and is the author of 2 books and audiobooks about caregiving and self-care. A Hospice Chaplain's Field Guide to Caregiving, Finding Resilience on the Front Lines of Love, and Begin Again, 8 Daily Rules for Resilience, Caregiving, and the Good Life. She writes monthly support, Taking Care Resilience News. You can find that at emhager.com for family caregivers. Before COVID-19, she offered regular death cafes to talk about the tender value of human experience. And she's also been active in Unity San Francisco community for close to 20 years. She is currently working on completing a memoir about caregiving her mother, which turned a landscape architect into a hospice chaplain. She is married, lives in Oakland with her husband, Zach, and 2 cats. And I've had the pleasure of knowing her in my previous role at the Chaplaincy Institute, which is Interfaith Seminary and Community. And so I'm just thrilled that she accepted our invitation and came forward to share with us a beautiful meditation today. So Reverend Eleesabeth, we are honored to have you with us and overjoyed to welcome you today. And I think you're still on mute.
How about now? Better? Oh, how about now?
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that introduction. I'm going to begin with some sound and some words for about maybe 8-9 minutes. And then I will get out of the way for our 20-minute sound meditation. As I talk, I will play a little bit of my 3 different instruments that I have. And please adjust your volume so that when we actually do the meditation, it will be right for you. If you were, virtual, right? We have to deal with these logistics. And we begin. We'll begin with 4 bells. The only choice we have as we mature, says David White, is how we inhabit our vulnerability, how we become larger and more courageous and more compassionate through our intimacy with disappearance. David White. Because words fall back, keep your heart open. Begin again and listen to the sounds of presence. How do you describe an experience, or an epiphany, or even a discovery along a mundane, well-traveled spiritual path of our choosing? Words fall back, says the Upanishads. As an author, I love words, but I agree with the Upanishads when they say that words fall back. In trying to describe the most important experiences of our life, the experience of the divine. Letting go of intellectual inquiry to discover a deeper sense of knowing that transcends the mind and our human limitations, give us a wider and deeper perspective. Being ordained interfaith, I love the places where wisdom of the ages overlaps with contemporary experience. I believe in science and spirit. I believe in heart-centered wisdom. I believe in oneness. Jesus said, "The kingdom of God is within us." Where there are one or two gathered together, even on Zoom, spirit is there. Or as Catholic theologian Teilhard de Chardin says, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Or as Unity minister from the 20th century Eric Butterworth says, God is in us not like a raisin is in a bun. God is in us like an ocean is in a wave. I believe that presence is the ultimate teacher, and sound is a means to find that presence underneath the turbulence of our lives. How might sound help us? How might sound be helpful in accessing the presence in a meditation practice? Consider dropping down and just being. That was a Moyo drum, a steel drum. Right. As a hospice chaplain, I have the honor and the privilege of frequenting the edge of the place where words fall back, the place where we have lost, where we're down to a few words, or perhaps we've lost all words, where words can no longer describe our experience. But I'm not giving up words. I'm just recognizing their limitations, like the limitations of our mind. I believe that our hearts are better and wider perceivers that can guide us. But how do we listen to the guidance of our hearts amid the noise of the world? We curate. We choose what to focus upon. Prayer and meditation, of course, are the path to a good life. And, as I always say, wise, curious, and brave questions. This is my third career. I bring entrepreneurial and creative experience to this edge, along with everything else that I have gathered in my life. I try to use it all every day. The interesting questions for innovation on any leading edge, whether it's technology or business or even health, or spirituality, is that what are the opportunities present here, in the muck, in the challenges, in the muck and the lotus, in the muck and the lotus. The illusion of time makes many things fall away as we age, as we change. Our abilities and our identities, even our cognition changes. But what is eternal does not change. The quantum physicists back me up here and say that energy cannot be created or destroyed. Here's Albert Einstein upon learning of the death of a lifelong friend in 1955. Now he has departed this strange world a little ahead of me. That means nothing. People like us who believe in physics know that the distinctions between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. I love that. I came to do sound meditation at the edge of this stubbornly persistent illusion. It was a small answer that grew to be useful support in almost 200 sound meditations on YouTube over our shelter in place. It's called Shelter in Grace. Like the quantum observer effect, we have a choice in how we observe life, and how we observe it, what we listen to changes, challenges. What we observe is challenges and opportunities. And here's David White again, because I think this is the essence of it. How do we make an intimacy with disappearance? Our only choice as we mature is how we inhabit our vulnerability, how we become larger and more courageous and more compassionate through our intimacy with disappearance. In my intimacy with disappearance, I try to ask good questions. How can we access what is under the words? Or rather, how can I access what is in my own heart? I am reminded of another Catholic mystic, Hildegard von Bingen, who says, "You understand so little of what is around you because you do not use what is within you." Sound can help us use what is within us. Knowing that we are vibration, we can choose a higher one. Sound is different than music. Music, like words, has a storyline. We are in another person's story. It's their journey, which they are generously sharing with us. Music is personal, but sound and its sister silence is transpersonal. We are vibration. We are nothing if not movement. We choose wave or particle in any one moment. Our observations are creative. Choose to align with sound. That's how we do a sound meditation. Be curious about where it might take us. Sound is a quantum reality within a Newtonian world. We can choose to align to the sound, just like we align to presence. How can sound help me use what is within me? It is not about control, I think, but perhaps more alignment with presence, with mystery, with divine grace, with Adonai, with a loving God. We can resonate with sound and stay on our inner journey to see and know better what is ours to do. And we begin. We'll begin with bells. Take a breath together. Let's breathe in gratitude through the heart. Breathe it in. Let it light you up. And exhale. Let's take another breath together. Breathe in gratitude through the heart. Whatever's up for you, breathe it in. Letting go of what is not yours to do in this very moment. The beauty of this sound is yours to use. If you have anything in your body, when you check in that needs a little extra love, send the sound there. Send your breath there. Invite it to relax. take another breath together. Breathe it in and exhale. Sit back and relax. Know that the universe is supporting you, just as the chair is doing. Drop down. Drop down to mystery. Drop down to grace. The kingdom of God within is always accessible. Use your breath to check in. The breath, gratitude, and sound are the superpowers of this meditation. They are all here for you to use. Find yourself drifting, gather yourself back to center. Drop down. Drop down to presence, always available, waiting for you. The only choice we have as we mature is how we inhabit our vulnerability, how we become larger and more courageous and more compassionate through our intimacy with disappearance. Because words fall back, keep your heart open. Begin again. Listen to the sound of presence. we remember this place. This place of stewardship. This place of the Creator and the Redeemer. Presence, always available when we drop down. This place of reset. This place of divine instinct. We remember this place where that we are the gardeners of our lives. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you so much.